Hello, today I would like to talk about some underappreciated weapons and tabs. Well, underappreciated units. One of them I would have to say is the Cavalry, alright? I don't think anyone has actually used the Cavalry. Like, no one uses it, but it's actually a really useful unit. Right, you might be thinking, this looks exactly like the Joustor, but worse. But you're wrong. You are absolutely wrong. Yes, it is more expensive, and it will usually lose in a one-on-one duel. Oh, well, no, on that time. But let's say you're trying to do about even cost, 2 to 1. It usually loses a one-on-one compared to the Joustor, as the Joustor is the longer spear. But the reason why the Cavalry is way better than the Joustor, in my opinion, well, not way better, but better, is if we do hordes of units, right? Because it's what it has is it actually, I didn't realize this until a while ago, but the Joustor actually doesn't. The Joustor doesn't have a charge or anything like that. I always thought it did, but it didn't. Unlike the Cavalry, which you're able to see here, it's able to charge and it does massive damage, killing lots and lots of enemies. See, I don't know, the horses in these games, they're kind of weird, because like they have like quite a big hitbox compared to their actual size when they're just going through enemies. It's weird. Same thing with the Jouster. I don't know. It's just something with it, with the game. But with the cavalry charge, it can be devastating. Like if you have this army here, this is army of 60 clovers. They're only in half. They're only in half health. Usually Usually the cavalry does win. It's just, let's say you have. Yeah, it's usually it does win. I don't know what it is this time, but usually you'll sweep them up before they get near up. Oh yeah, that's what happened. He didn't get far enough away for the charge. But if it's unit controlled especially, it can be devastating because you could just wait until the charge is ready, and it's basically being able to active all the time. So see, it's devastating compared to 60 units. Alright, this is 60 clovers. These are, fairly bad melee units, if we're going to be honest, but compared to a Jouster here, which is, yeah, it's half the price, but still not going to do nearly as good. See, it just got, sorry there, it got hoarded. Let's say it killed about 10 enemies, right? Nowhere near the level as the Cavalry, which, I don't know, people just don't tend to use the Cavalry, and I feel like it deserves more respect. I mean, because it can absolutely clutch you up against hordes of enemies. Like, even if we were to do it against squires, your average army, just, you have 50 squires. 50 squires, if we were to do, like, 50 squires, see, that's 5,000 versus 1,800. If you're, playing smart, you would probably put, like, 2, maybe 3 cavalry units in. We'll just put 2 here for now. But 1 could probably beat this army as well. See, they just sweep through, and they're able to one-hit kill these squires with their charge, I believe. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure they have 130 HP, the squires. I'm not sure how much damage the cavalry charge does, but according to the wiki, they have 130 HP. So, see, 2 of these were able to beat the army here, which is pretty impressive. I mean, like, there's not really many units that can do that, unless you're talking about using the cheerleaders, in which case it's kind of cheating. Let's be honest. It's like, yeah, you're just, it's not really, beating it properly. You're like, yeah, you could use the cheerleaders, then you could also just use a custom unit and like have a 0 cost unit if we were to go here in one of these I made. Like, yeah, you could do that, or you could just do this, 0 cost, and like I win instantly. It's kind of like that, or like, custom units themselves. Like if you were to get just any old unit that you wanted, it's like, it's way, I don't know, it just doesn't feel the same, because like, you're basically just cheesing the level or whatever you're doing. So let's say, I try to beat it with equal cost 3,600, and well, I bet it there with I bet it there at 3,500, so I bet it there by $100. And wow, yeah, it does destroy it, but it's just cheesing it really, because the Hwachu was meant to be like pretty long cooldown. Well, mid-range cooldown, it could be pretty easily overcome by any range unit. like only 5 second cooldown, which is, you know, pretty short. Well, I think, is it 5 seconds? 6 seconds. But it's pretty short compared to most other well, catapult and the ballista, which is the only other siege weaponry we have, or well, weaponry like this we have. Artillery I would classify it as, but honestly, it's just like, it just feels like the cavalry. Yeah, it's one of the most effective against groups, right? That's the main message of this video. The cavalry, they're just amazing against groups. Like, a singular cavalry can absolutely devastate a whole army. Like, wow, that just killed, let's say, 10 enemies, we'll guess. Oh no, they're still alive, but most of them are still alive. But yeah, I just killed about 10 enemies. Maybe more, actually. Yeah, sure, it got killed there, but even when that's happening, the rest of your army would be able to get up and try and help out. And let's say you had a cavalry line of 5 or something. It doesn't matter how strong, how many are, like, if they're shields or anything here. And shields, they're one of the... Shields are pretty effective at blocking against ballistas. Let's say they have 2 lines of shields here. Just try and block against the ballistas. Just got crushed there by the cavalry. It's just... The cavalry are very effective, and they just don't get enough love for the... Because they're hidden in the secret unit tab, and they really should be in the... I really do believe that, I don't know, tab just doesn't sort right. They should have, like, all of these factions should have, like, a secret, like, thing, like, secret tab here. So then, you know, you could have, like, the Vikings would have, you know, the Ulra and the oh my god, I just butchered that name, and the Ice Giant. And, like, you know, the Mace Spinner and the Cavalry would be here. But, I don't know, that's just me, maybe. Alright, well, hope you had a good, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Just like, subscribe, I guess. Leave a comment, just helps out. Alright, bye.